I would like to take this opportunity to thank the teachers, coaches, and faculty of the Spring Hill School District. Without your devotion and encouragement, we would not be where we are today. Thank you for pushing us, caring for us, and even cutting us slack when we're having one of those days. You will never be forgotten, and we appreciate everything you've done. To our parents, you are truly a blessing in each of our lives. Thank you for all your help, your love, and your guidance over these years. Also, thank you to the parents who treated other children as their own, who helped them grow, and have been another support to where we get where we need to be where we are today. I hope tonight I can remind you of the laughs, the struggles, the tears, and the memories we've shared together. I hope to bring back these moments one last time, to remind each of you when we reached an all-time low, we were faced with struggles, or were pushed to our limits. Together, we made it anyway. Throughout our lives, there have been many times that we've been told we couldn't do something. Avery, you can't glue cotton balls to the table. Avery, you can't stay up past 8 o'clock. And now, Avery, you can't take out Dad's car, it'll kill you. We eventually seemed to grow accustomed to the words, I can't. And there's even been times when we limited ourselves with those two simple words. I can't reach it, Mommy. I can't ride without training wheels. And now that I can't get out of bed. But it wasn't until I was asked to do this speech that it really hit me of how many I can'ts and you can'ts we've all conquered together throughout the years. Some people call it stubborn, some people call it defiant. I think of it as determined, brave, and strong-willed. Together, we have persevered through the challenges and changes. The I can'ts became I cans, and in the end, we eventually did it anyway. At an early age, we thought we couldn't color in the lines, we couldn't tie our shoes, we couldn't sleep without the closet light on, but eventually, we did it anyway. We couldn't walk with bubbles and bunny tails in the hall, or whisper quiet enough so Miss Croxton wouldn't hear, but eventually, we figured it out anyway. We thought we couldn't get as many AR points as Sky Duncan, Zach Williams, or Trick Dishman, grow tall enough to dunk it, or even be brave enough to ask our crush to homecoming. But we stepped up anyway. As we grew older together and bonded more each day, the challenge of the I can't became impossible to overcome without someone else by your side. We thought we couldn't finish the time mile Coach Jones put us through, or sit through where the red fern grows. We thought we couldn't beat Miss Wells' class in basketball, but working together, we did it anyway. We thought asking someone to dance was the scariest thing in the world, and that there was no way we could pass the science tax test. But once again, we succeeded anyway. While others stood behind the struggle of I can't, our class pressed forward and learned many things. Together, we made each other stronger. We learned how to fake our practice hours for band, that sign-ins aren't the end of the world, and how to be a best friend. We learned Coach Good's kickball rules, what a straightener was and how to use it. We learned that fattening things help mend a broken heart. If you chew on your reed and band, it will break. And that we're a lot closer to each other than we think. We learned passing Miss Green's AP multiple choice quiz was about as easy as winning the lottery. That the cafeteria cookies are addicting, and we learned that you won't get in trouble if you're caroling down the halls with the NHS kids. We learned that naps are more needed now than in kindergarten, and that there's nothing stronger than a pinky promise. As our limitations of what we could not do changed, so did we. Nana, Nana, Boo Boo, you can't catch me, changed into you can't flex that muscle like me, or you can't do that, that's against girl code. The word can't still followed us, but we grew up along the way. We changed from braids to bumpets, from plain t-shirts to v-necks, from Volsky's potato shoes to Crocs to Toms, from braces to none, from Lizzie McGuire to Hannah Montana, from slow dancing 3 feet away to, well, prom. We changed from rock, paper, scissors to nose goes, from kissy face pictures to senior pictures, from small crushes to meaningful I love yous. No can'ts were placed in front of change, so we grew, we learned, we laughed, and eventually we grew up anyway. Against all odds, whether it was other students, parents, or even yourself telling yourself you couldn't do something, we took that down as a challenge. You can't go undefeated 5 years in a row in track. You can't go to state in softball, tennis, track, and UIL, win NAMBY, dominate in weightlifting, be disciplined in cross country, have a soccer team, play in the regional tournament in volleyball and basketball, be amazing at golf, beat wide open football, or be graduating while still in the playoffs for baseball. But look at us, we did that all anyway. People have said you can't come back from 2 knee surgeries and play high school basketball, much less college basketball. You can't break your ankle in half, miss your senior year of football, and then get to play in college. They said you can't go back to the loss of a loved one. You can't get into college if your family hasn't either. You can't live past the age of 10, or even you can't battle with cancer and beat it. But look around, we did it anyway. For those of you that have forgotten, remember back to the 4th grade. I'm not talking about the goofy smiles and the sack lunches, but to the day that we all met on the playground and gathered around to bury the tin can that read, "I can't." We kept that 4th grade promise because today, I can't think of one thing the class of 2011 can't do. I hope tonight you all realize how much we've been through together. We've been best friends, enemies, and then best friends again. We've laughed until we've cried, and we've cried until we've laughed. We've held each other in the worst of times and celebrated during the best. We've fallen in and out of love and pushed each other through the blood, sweat, and tears. We've waited for this very night for the past 13 years, so hold on to this memory. I wish all of you luck in your future endeavors, and I pray for safe travels as we all depart our separate ways. Congratulations, class of 2011. We made it anyway.